Not long ago, we did a video on 5 forgettable companions. Most of those come late, usually sometime after Hoth. But some companions who are fashionably late are actually pretty great. So here, in no particular order, are 5 of them.
Nadia, a Padawan begins with a vow to honor her master and the Jedi Code.
Oh, then I promise to follow the Jedi Code and to respect my master and listen to his lessons.
Okay, I admit Nadia is a bit of a cheat, since she's been on the consular ship since the beginning of Chapter 2, so you get to interact with her long before she becomes a full companion. But since that doesn't happen until after Belsavis, I'm going to count her. She's not a flashy companion, in fact she's pretty normal, and she might even be considered boring by some people. But the reason I like her, and the reason she's on this list, is the master-apprentice relationship that the consular has with her. The consular gets to be a true mentor and guide for Nadia, as you help her understand the Force and her place among the Jedi. And it's not a role that PCs typically get. We often have mentors, but we don't often get to be one. So I really enjoy being able to explore this dynamic from that side.
I seek to save this galaxy from annihilation. Without my help, your ship will never escape. I can guide you to freedom.
An old friend told me I'd find a dark ally here. I think he meant you.
I will always be Sith, but that does not mean we can't work together.
Unlike Nadia, Scourge is a flashy character, I suppose. He's a 300-year-old pureblood Sith and the Emperor's wrath. But at the end of Chapter 2, he joins up with the Jedi Knight to help destroy his former master. And he does so because of a vision he had 300 years ago. So, yeah, he's pretty flashy and pretty dramatic. But that's not the only reason he's on this list. Unlike a lot of companions who join up and then disappear, Scourge remains story relevant to the end, even if he's not traveling with you. He knows many of the opponents that you'll be facing, so between missions he often gives insights on how to deal with them. And if he does happen to be traveling with you, then you can get even more interesting dialogue when he confronts them. I also really enjoy his conversations regardless of what kind of knight I'm playing. He challenges their beliefs, giving me a lot of role-play opportunities. They can either affirm their commitment to the Jedi path or possibly allow him to sway them to the dark side. And that's one of the coolest things about him, at least for me.
It slipped out of its cells 6 times since the patrols brought it in. Don't ask me how. Never makes a run for it, though. Just noses around and starts taking things apart. It's driving me crazy.
I
Think all the White Maw would be this threatening?
You knew Blizz had to be on the list, right? The bounty hunter meets him on Hoth, and after we help him out of a jam, he joins up with us. Now, there's not much to say here. He doesn't remain story relevant, but he's funny, he's adorable, he makes us a headband so our head doesn't get zapped, and he calls us boss. What's not to love? And if you disagree, you're just wrong.
I'll be like your apprentice, and you'll be like my guy I tell things to.
I'll need a reason that outweighs the fact that you're a two-faced lying scum who tried to get me killed.
See? It's exactly that kind of insightful understanding of the human condition I need to learn.
Guss is probably a controversial pick for this list because I know there are a lot of people who absolutely detest him. And to be sure, there's a lot not to like about our fishman. He's self-serving, a little smarmy, and a complete loser. But if you squint hard enough, you can see there's a decent guy in there somewhere, but it certainly isn't readily apparent. The first thing he does when he meets our smuggler on Hoth is lie and set us up, and he continues to do so throughout most of the Hoth storyline. But he's so hilariously bad at it that I can't help but like him. Turns out he's a failed Jedi. So long before Theron Shan shows up, he gives us a look into what happens when someone gets kicked out of the Order because they're not strong enough to pass their trials. This and his unique brand of humor make him a really great smuggler companion. But if that doesn't do it for you, you can also punch him in the face for all the trouble he caused, so there's that too.
I'm a blank slate, Captain.
There's just one thing first.
Ow! What was that for? Don't answer that.
Oh, I am too excited. Every time I open a new tomb, like watching a flower blossom. So many wonders.
After helping with the ghost hunting mission on Hoth, Talos decides that it would be more interesting to join up with the Inquisitor than remain with the Imperial Reclamation Service. And I'm glad he does, because he's one of my favorite Inquisitor companions. In fact, he's one of my favorite companions overall. He's friendly, optimistic, and joyfully passionate about his work, which makes for a nice change from our usual broody and moody Inquisitor companion. I mean, sure, the life and death struggle of Kim's Ash is a lot of fun, but sometimes you just want to go and hang out with a guy who wants to gush about his latest find. And that's our list of companions who arrived late, but were great anyway. So what do you guys think? Who is your favorite late arriving companion? Let us know in the comments, and if you like this video, why not give us a like and subscribe for more content like this. As always, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.